Welcome to our daily devotional video series, Spirit 23. Jesus says, where two or three are gathered in my name, so will I be among them. This brief video devotional is ministry of Trinity United Methodist Church here in Seymour, Indiana. My name is Beth, and today we'll be sharing devotionals from the book 1 of The Chosen. At the end of each devotional, you'll be offered 3 questions that you can reflect on during the day. Please feel free to share your prayer request in the comments below, as we have an amazing team of prayer warriors. Today's devotional is entitled, Worry. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Matthew 6:33 and 34. Trouble each day has plenty of it, and tomorrow will usher in more. That part of the teaching the disciples had no problem accepting. It was the do not worry part that proved to be a little bit trickier. In fact, the entirety of their ministry would be spent trying to understand Jesus' triumph over every kind of trouble. Jesus could have kicked off his signs and wonders with a parting of the Red Sea caliper miracle. Instead, he chose a simpler approach. He changed water into wine because it ran out. It was a relatively minor problem Jesus was asked to solve. His mother was anxious on behalf of the wedding host and wanted him to step in. So he did, which means it was during a party that Jesus chose to reveal his glory and his disciples for the first time. It was the public debut of triumph over trouble. In doing so, Jesus demonstrated that nothing is inconsequential. Every predicament is an opportunity for divine intervention and continued celebration. We too tend to worry about issues large and small, and Jesus cares about each, especially because of the opportunity they present. But we have to do our part. Like Mary, we have to ask, even with seemingly small matters. Otherwise, we'll read verses about not worrying and worrying even more about our inability to cease worrying, rather than seeking and asking so that Jesus can prove himself triumphant. Perhaps that's why he honored his mother's request. The simplicity of it represents so many kingdom principles. For example, it takes faith to surrender our worries and trade them in for kingdom seeking and Jesus trusting. When we do, he goes to work on our behalf. Of course, that doesn't mean he's literally going to turn water into wine, but he's going to always do the spiritual equivalent, work things out for the good for those who love him. Romans 8:28. Trust him with the little things. He'll prove time and again that you can trust him with everything. And don't worry about whether or not you have the ability to cease worrying. You don't. That's the point. Your job is to seek Jesus and his righteousness. His response will be to reveal more of his glory, and the outcome will be your refreshed and increased faith. And miraculously, a whole lot less worrying. Prayer focus today is to ask Jesus to right-size your fears and expectations so that you can see struggles as he sees them, opportunities. And moving forward today, you can consider these questions. Do you struggle with anxiety? What things do you tend to worry about the most, and why? Jesus used an everyday occasion to reveal his glory. Describe a common event in your life through which he revealed his glory and increased your faith. Do you ask for Jesus to help with the seemingly small stuff? Why or why not? Thanks for tuning in today. We would love to see you here at church on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock at Trinity United Methodist Church, 333 South Chestnut Street in Seymour. God bless.